What do you think of fad diets? What do you think what do you think of, Whole 30? What do you think of like those 30-day programs? And then what would you say to someone if they just asked the question like, I'm trying to lose weight, what's the first thing I need to do? So I guess I asked you two questions.
Yeah.
So we can talk about either first.
For sure. So I guess I'll tackle the second question first of what the first thing they need to do is. I think the first thing is you just need to you don't need to hop on a specific like extreme diet or immediately go look for something to spend money on. I think we kind of go, okay, what product can I buy? What gym membership, can I get? What can I do to make this happen? Really, if you haven't been doing anything, just even a couple small things are going to make a difference, but you have to just be consistent with those couple small things. So the first thing I'll do is, with clients at least, is I'll show them, hey, here's the amount of calories you're taking in. Here's what you would need to hit to lose this much or lose that much. So, I'll try to figure out what's a rough goal for you. Okay, here's the calories you'd have to eat each day to get to that point. And so that's just kind of eye-opening to see, because most people just have no clue. I'm a trainer, and I know what a lot of calories are in certain foods, but unless I'm really being conscious about it, at the end of the day, if you ask me how many calories you get, I might be able to get a close guess, but there's probably days where I could have ate 1,000 more calories than I thought I did. So it's really hard to tell. And so once you know that, I think that's the first step to go, okay, I'm aware of that now, so I'm going to be just a little more conscious of during the day. This thing I'll probably pass on. It's a little higher in calories. So just those small changes. Some people, everybody's a little different, and this will kind of go into the discussion with the fad diets too. But some people need just like, hey, just cut your sugar in half, and like start with that.
Yeah,
like just everything you eat that has sugar, just cut in half, or like something like that, where it's just a
broad,
very hard, fast rule
guideline.
This is what you need to do. You're going to get results.
Yeah.
But even for people who you could just say like, hey, minimize it, like do less, you're going to get results. Add into that a little bit of exercise of any kind, really, like just walking.
Yeah.
Hey, walk an extra 10 minutes each day, or start tracking your steps. If you got a smartwatch, look at your steps, see what you average, try to increase it by 1,000. You're going to start seeing results. So little things like that to start are really, it's just getting started is the start, doing anything. And so there does need to be some sort of commitment. It doesn't have to, it's not though, I think we think it's like a product I got to get, or a diet I got to get on, or a specific, what's the solution to weight loss?
Yeah.
Well, the solution to weight loss is move more, and I don't even say eat less. I say eat better, because really most people that are overweight usually don't eat that much. It's what they're eating.
Right.
They're eating foods that are super high calorie. A lot of times they don't even feel that full. They're not like typically just eating till they're stuffed at every single meal all day long.
Yeah.
Usually they're eating things, they're snacking a lot.
Yeah.
They're eating things that are just super, super high calorie, don't really fill you up though.
Is calorie the issue, or is it like sugars or saturated fats or carbs? Like, because I know I've heard a lot of different debates on, high calorie is fine as long as it's healthy, like food. So, if you have turkey, chicken, stuff like that, that is a leaner meat, right? Or versus, you could eat something that's 1,000 calories of like potato chips versus 1,000 calories of meat. You're going to be equal in the total calorie amount, right? But it's going to be, one's going to be completely different for your body than the other.
So
does that make sense?
Yeah. So you're not going to eat 1,000 calories of meat. That's the thing.
Right. Okay.
Because when you eat something that is healthier and low calorie, has less sugar, has less, all the things that are what we think of the main problem, your going to have a very hard time hitting those calories. So at the end of the day, yeah,
Mhm.
you could still put on weight eating a super clean diet, but you are going to be,
You'd have to eat a ton.
you would have
I
to
get
eat
it.
so much. You would be so stuffed.
Right. Because you
that-
could eat how many calories are in like an average just like piece of chicken? Like if you just made an average piece of chicken, if you just had to guess. I mean, I know it's not.
Yeah,
but
I'd probably say, so like if you ate, are you talking like a whole breast? Like,
sure. Yeah.
so like if you ate like let's just say like 8 ounces of chicken,
Yeah.
I would say there's probably about, I'm not good at math, but probably like 100 calories.
Okay. And so that's the thing. It's like there's
It's like
100
25
calories
grams of protein
in
roughly.
a very filling piece of chicken,
Mhm.
and there's like 180 calories in a bag of Doritos. That's kind of what you're going at right now in
Yeah.
a little bit. Is like,
Yep.
you could be full, get protein, 100 calories, and you'd have to eat a butt ton of chicken to
Yep.
get to the caloric
Right.
amount of just going like 3 bags of Doritos.
Yeah, you'd be stuffed.
Yeah.
And so that's one of the factors. The sugar, yeah, the sugar's bad.
Guys, we broke it. Go ahead.
Is this a first?
Yeah, it's a first, bro. You know,
Yes.
whatever. But the thing is, we can cut it, or we can keep it in as a blooper.
Sometimes those are good too.
Thank
I'll wait till you get it back on.
you. I appreciate that. I've been fiddling with it a lot this morning. For those that don't know, it is. We started the podcast at 7 a.m. this morning. This is by far the earliest we've ever done a show, and I feel like we're doing pretty good so far. I
Yeah.
feel like people have no idea.
Yeah.
So, coffee.
We'll see. You can ask them if they
Free
can tell.
promo, the Dylan England
tell.
Show Broadcast Brew Coffee. It will give you the caffeine you need without making your stomach hurt.
Yeah,
It'll
it'll help you do these early morning
Older morning
podcasts.
podcasts. Yeah.
or early
Or-
morning workouts.
Or early morning workouts while listening to an early morning podcast.
Here you go.
It's amazing.
It's fair.
Okay, sorry. So calories.
So,
yeah.
yes, sugar definitely plays a role. But at the end of the day, it's going to be calories in versus calories out. So, you could theoretically put on weight eating fully healthy. You could also lose weight eating complete junk.
Yeah.
But you'd have to be in a calorie deficit. You're going to feel like complete junk though. So what you put in, you are what you eat, right?
Yeah.
So, you're not going to be healthy if you're eating strictly sugar as 70% of your diet.
Yeah.
But it doesn't mean you're going to put on weight. It's the calories.
Mm.
Most likely you will, because you're probably going to overeat in calories very easily. And then, add in the activity factor. That plays a big role. So if you're a super active, this is why people go, it's no fair. Like, this person has such good genetics. They can just eat whatever they want and they don't put on weight. Well, they're also in the gym 5 times a week. They're very active.
Yeah.
It doesn't mean they're healthy. If that's their diet and they're not eating a good portion of healthy foods. Now, likely they are. Their regular diet probably is fairly
Pretty decent,
healthy.
yeah.
And then, they occasionally will have what